Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today we're going to be watching the 11th episode of the second season of Shinigami Bocchan to Kuro Maid. Now, last episode we had a couple of uninvited guests, made a bit of a mess of things, but also brought up some stuff we could do potentially that could lead towards, curse breaking stuff. Like, I want to say it was the general idea was like going back in time and attacking the witch that cursed him beforehand. I think it was something like that. I might have to rewatch the episode to make sure I got all that. But they mentioned a school, so we might be getting into that soon. That could be interesting. So let's uh let's jump on in and check that out. 3, 2, 1, play. And as always, my kitty cat is on my lap. Yeah, but it was definitely a lot to take in last episode. Yep. Alice is the cure for loneliness. Also a cat. A cat helps too. Not for him, because he couldn't touch the cat, but. And trust me, cats like to be touched. But only when they're in the mood for it. Otherwise, they scratch you. I always appreciate the jiggle physics being turned up to 11 for Alice. As always, we need more Teto and Keto on the show. Like, could you imagine having them as classmates at the like a magic school? It'd be kind of like Linya and Persena from Mushoku Tensei. Like, because they're Rudy's classmates at the school, and they're also kind of like delinquent-ish sort of characters. So I feel like it would be a nice little parallel. The Duke Alice and the Wizardry School. Majitsu Gakko. Yeah, the big question is Bocchan. Okay. Kill Sade again. Oh yeah, there was that thing too, wasn't there? It's like, can we just talk it out with the evil witch that like destroyed her own sister's face because it looks too much like hers? You know that witch. Can we just talk it out? Naturally. Oh, that's actually a little bit creepy. Oh. Yeah. Oh wow. A lot of personality there. And feng shui. That is such a JK kind of way of talking. Definitely not adult sounding. Getting kind of close there, Alice. Understandable, I guess. Yeah, Sade does seem pretty knowledgeable. So maybe she is an Esper. I mean, with magic, anything's possible. I think my cat just brought it on me. Bad kitty. That'd get that'd get my attention. Oh, poor Bocchan. Kid's definitely got some issues. Hey, Teto or Keto, one of the two. One of the girls. I like how she wears a bikini in literal snow. Some dedication right there. Your face might be a little bit messed up, but you're definitely not ugly. Just not at all. Oh, Viola. She knows how to dress warmly. Yeah, she's truly has just become full on like Otome mode. She's casually playing with her hair. I'm still not used to this. This is still so weird. I don't know. He'd be an old man, but I mean that's Viola's fetish, so like it tracks. But no, long hair is better. Don't you dare. Nah, she's cutting it. That's what sucks about scars. So that is what I was thinking. Like makeup, you probably could hide it. And I'm glad we don't see that scene in like graphic detail because I don't think I could watch that. Uh huh. As she just enjoys her beverage. So you two can have your nice moment over there. I'm good over here. Oh wow, that yeah, she definitely works some miracles with that makeup. You need a hobby, man. You told him. Good question. Every episode we should have a Joshi guy. Yeah, if only Bocchan could confirm that. Feels like she's mocking him. Okay, now she's definitely mocking him. I'm sure it's fine. You're both girls. It's just yeah, and she's. I was gonna say she's not gonna mind. She's proud of them, you know. And Viola's her friend. Oh. It does kind of look suspicious. Sasuga Viola. Is that a skirt? That's I can explain. I swear. Nice cover. I mean, Walter dressed up like a girl before, right? So it's all good. Hey, Cuff. Oh no. We just. We were just. We were just successfully hiding that fact, Cuff. And then you come through the window to ruin it all. Like, I want to be a Harry Potter girl. Yeah, don't gotta tell her twice. You do that, girl. That's why you look before you talk. We just convinced him that he's into wearing skirts and everything, and just... I mean, you would take a train to get to Hogwarts, so that tracks too. No, no pun intended. Yeah. Oh, did he come? Wow, that's surprising. Okay, Mr. Tsundere. Okay, the truth comes out. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that a giant spider? You have to be cold, seriously. I'm cold just looking at you, and it's summer right now. I'm one of Dallas girls. I like one of Charlie's Angels. It just sounds so. What's the best word for it? Scandalous, sus. When you phrase it that way. I'm fire girl. Yeah, remember when we kissed through a window? Wasn't that nice? Cause I'm with you. School station. I guess that's the school bus. Saving some animation budget right there. They're not too far behind. And Keto. Okay, that is Keto. I wanted to make sure real quick because I need a mnemonic or something because I keep mixing up the names on those two. But yeah, Keto. Feels like a very. I mean, it didn't get really. We didn't get a good look at it, but almost look kind of Japanese architecture. Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. And there goes my cat. Oh, the headmaster. Did I can't remember if we heard that last time. Uh, we might have. If we did, I forgot. Oh. He's not a liar. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah. Yeah. That's the part that gets him excited. Ooh, wow. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, you are more of a white girl. And that's naturally Alice's concern. We got our main girls matching school uniforms. I never thought this day would come. I feel like we just jumped into a different genre of anime. Let's go. Oh, other students. That's a big one, of course. Millie. Wow, we really are getting like unique looking new characters that are schoolmates. Wow. Like I'm really wondering how much time we're gonna spend here. Other instructor. Isn't that just Nico? I'm not sure Nico Nissan is who you should aspire to be like. I don't know. Okay. Well, sorry that we're not all as progressive as you. He's got a little stool. Okay. Does she have an instrument? Memo. Alice, a good student, the honor student. Yutose. Right. He's important. There's no plan without him. Zine. what, what? I have several questions. Because we apparently went grocery shopping and also found a bunch of animals. Where did we go? No Gyaudu witches allowed. Make yourself comfortable. Please don't tear down the castle. It's quite nice looking. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I know it was mentioned, but I wasn't really expecting to see anything. Let's go. Viola, Alice, Cobb, we got everyone here. Man, her hair is so long. Like, almost to the floor. Nougat. It's like, I can't be compared to Alice. I would just be embarrassing myself. Yeah, you're at the wrong bath, man. The other one, much more exciting. You kind of ruin it for everyone, if I'm being honest. Nico? Because he doesn't want to say Nia. Oh, that's good. Sanko. Oh, that's stupid, but that's funny. That, again, doesn't translate in English very well, but that is funny. Oh, I got you. Oh, wow, she's got the money shot right there. The, the best POV. Yeah, I know. Want to use the power of friendship to get her to understand that being bad is bad. Just good luck, man. Yeah, how is mom lately? It melts his frozen heart. Love you too, Nissan. Or, well, younger brother, whatever. Are you peeping on the boys' bath? That's bad. And they just got their own whole thing going on. It definitely was. We wish we could have seen more of it, but Omoshide on the. And then we bump into each other, and then she dies. Uh, getting a little bit too close there, guys. Uh, oh. Very, very, very true. She just put her hand over her crotch. No. Oh. We can't touch, but we can at least do that. Meanwhile, still, just still out there, I guess. Yeah, I probably do not have enough time for another reaction today. So this is just gonna have to be it. The Duke Ellis and the Curse Witch. Of course, referring to Sada. But okay, that's the wrong button. That was the 11th episode of the second season of Shinigami Bocchan to Kuro Maid. And this episode, yeah, we officially went to Hogwarts and went to our Magic Academy. And yeah, it was a pretty no-brainer for Bocchan to do that. Like, obviously, Cup and Zion already decided to do it. It's pretty important for Zion to do this for the whole plan to work, because it's very much contingent upon the time travel. But Bocchan, yeah, no real hesitation. Like we're going. But then Viola shows up and starts snooping around and starts to figure something's going on. We tried to talk our way through it, like try to trick her, try to we were trying not to let her know, but then like Cuff walks in like, "Hey guys, ready to go to Hogwarts?" And it kind of all fell apart. But it's all good. Viola's okay with going, and she brought the other brother along for the ride as this, I guess, a chaperone essentially. So just the whole gang's pretty much going, riding a train, having a good time. But not just that, we have we have Daleth in Keto as a part of things too, right? Because Daleth went over to the main house, Viola doing her hair and makeup and stuff like that. That's where the show is at this point. Daleth, our antagonist kind of character, is now in love with the main character's brother. Axel, blushy, and Otome Moe kind of thing going on. Shy stalker, and just has her hair and makeup done by the little sister. That's where we're at right now. I just can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I've had a couple episodes to get used to it, and I'm still not used to it. Maybe someday, but that's where we're at. So we eventually get rolling. We get on the train, and and as far as getting on the train goes, Daleth and Keto took that very literally because they are on the train. It's kind of like that one George Carlin joke where it's like, get on the plane. Like, no, I'm not getting on the plane. I'm getting in the plane. You can get on the plane. It's that kind of gag, right? But it's pretty much just the idea that's being on the train. So would not recommend it, especially if you're in a bikini. Like it was bad enough when Keto was just like outside normally, but when you're on a moving vehicle in the snow, it's going to be much colder. Like you would so get hypothermia or stuff, maybe other things, by doing that. So, like, I appreciate the dedication, but like, I could never recommend that. But we eventually made it to the school, right? I don't think we got to learn too much really, but we got to wear the uniforms. That's the important thing. Our three main girls all looking great, complimenting each other and everything like that. It's all good, and we got to meet like new girls, right? Like we have, I think, basically four. We have a very tall, busty, tan skin kind of girl, right? And she's, I can't really describe much of this girl's personality because we didn't know them very long. But next to her, we had a girl with a purple hair and little horns, which I did not notice before. I only notice it now because I have it as a still frame on my end. But she's got little horns. So is she like an Oni, like a demon kind of thing? Like I guess she's really cute. I mean, she even has like those kind of cross eyes. In the shot that I'm looking at, the dark skinned girl has her eyes closed, so who really knows about her? But the purple haired girl definitely has an air of Moe about her, like very cutesy designed, very happy. So I like her so far from what we've seen. Yeah, the tall one was Sawdust Sun Road. I assume the sun's in her name because she has like a sun-kissed skin, like very tan, very dark. But then the little one was Millie, who can cut everything as she does little scissor motion, right? So I'm going to assume that was a subtle reference, and it's supposed to imply that she's like a lesbian, that's how I choose to take that. And then we have how the heck do you pronounce that? I'm going to listen to her say it real quick. Let's see. Pfeiffer. Is that what? Okay. Pfeiffer. Interesting name. Interesting design. I mean, she's got like hairballs on her head. Hairballs. Meatballs. Because remember back when I watched the Sailor Moon dub as a young lad, the main male character would always call her Meatball Head or whatever because she had like the hair buns and stuff. But reminds me of that. But she also has like a like the sleeve like too long for the arm, at least one of them, and like kind of like tiger stripe kind of things. Very interesting. Like I wonder what to make of that. I wonder if it's supposed to imply almost like an animalistic fighting style. I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but just a lot of effort went into that character design for sure. So she's an interesting one. Then Evelyn. Not too much to say about her character design. It's more plain than some of the other ones. Because yeah, Millie and Pfeiffer are definitely the ones with the most creative character designs, but they all seem to have personality, so hopefully we can get a little bit of them. Like, I don't know how relevant they're going to be, but they're unique enough designs where hopefully we do get a little bit of them. There really are girls. I didn't even think about that at the time, but like that was kind of one of the promises designed to get him here, right? He had his doubts whether it was legitimate or not, but once he got to see them, I think he perked up a little bit. You said you were rounding up comrades, but it's just these four. Yeah, he's a little bit disappointed about the number though, which I guess is understandable. But it makes a good point. Hard to find people with the criteria. And then we had Flea. Like, I don't have much to say about him. He's just weird looking. He's just weird in general. But seeing everyone in the classroom studying, it's just so weird to see. And then we have Ketzo and Dallas show up just with groceries and animals. Those two things are so different. It's so funny. Like, I almost wish we could have followed their journey to how they got those things, right? But and at some point, Keto just kind of chilling in the snow. We had a bath scene, not too much to say about it, but it was certainly nice, especially like I think it was in this shot, right? Let's see if I can find it. It goes by briefly, so it might be a little bit hard to... Yeah, isn't this fun, Alice? As we have Viola swimming in the background. She just grabs onto her, both naked, of course. And then we have, which I'm definitely screenshotting, by the way, the shot where Viola's on her back, looking, just eyes wide open, with Alice and Kine just kind of locked in combat. We'll phrase it that way. Just, unfortunately, the camera's like slightly too low to really fully enjoy it, but, my imagination's strong enough where I can fill in the blanks, and it is glorious. There's no room for me to get between. But yeah. Basically, she's implying that it's a little bit hard to understand with the English subtitles, but basically she's implying that they're way bustier than her. Like they're out of her league. That's the kind of thing that she's trying to say. It wasn't super clear in the subtitles, but it's definitely what she was saying. And yeah, I do feel a bit bad for Ketso and Daleth, whatever her name is, being stuck out there in the cold. But I mean, it's their own choices that led them to this, but. And then, like, the scene with Alice and Bocchan in the hallway to kind of end us off, One thing I've noticed, I don't think I've mentioned it too much, I keep forgetting about his curse, like, in a practical sense. Like, I just kind of forget that if he touches anyone, they just die immediately. The only time I always remember when there's like a close to a touch, then it like, almost like flipping a switch, like I'm reminded, like, oh no, that's bad, right? But, like, when I'm just watching them interact, I will think or say things like, hey, they might just bump into each other. And then I realize, oh wait, that would lead to death. Because I did that during the reaction. I made a comment about them bumping into each other, and then like right after I said it, I remembered that she would just die. And then I followed up by saying that. But when I started that sentence, the sentence was not planned to end that way, if that makes sense. Like, I just keep forgetting. I think it's mostly because we don't see the curse happen very often. Like, early on, we had like a couple of plants dying or whatever to kind of demonstrate it, but for the most part, it's just something we talk about, right? Like, I feel like if we actually had him touch somebody that was a good friend of his, that's like a real character, somebody like we as the audience, we know them, or we know, like, just like Zion, for instance, or Cuff, better example. Cuff, if he accidentally fell over, touched Zion's leg, and just killed her, there would never be a moment where I forget about his curse. It would be very much always in the front of my mind. I would always have this fear, like, don't get too close to anyone. I would be very anxious, right? I don't think the show is quite dark enough to go there. I don't think it ever would, like, kill someone off like, in that way that we've gotten to really know and like and stuff like that. I don't think they would do that, but it would be damn effective if they killed off a character like Zion by accident due to his curse. That would amplify so much stuff, but again, I think it would just be too dark of a turn for the show in particular, but it would be effective is what I'm trying to say. Zion or Viola, I definitely don't think they would do Viola, because that would cause a lot of issues as well. Like, the mother would probably never forgive him if he did something like that. So it would have to be Zion if they were going to do something like that. If they want, like, maximum impact without messing up other things in the story, Zion would make the most sense. Definitely, obviously, wouldn't be Alice, because we wouldn't have the show. So out of the characters, it would make most sense to do that to Zion. which I would not want to happen because I love Zion. I'm just talking like in a meta sense narratively. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on the episode. I mean, uh, also I think I keep saying Zion when I meant Cuff. I don't know why. Every time I said Zion there, I just assume I meant Cuff. But just I've always just I think initially I had a misunderstanding that Cuff was Zion, and I think it's never truly left my head. But I meant Cuff when I was talking about killing off a character. Just know that. But anyway, talking about the actual Zion, he interesting that he's kind of like sort of bonding a little bit with the old lady that he was butting heads with before. So it's kind of cool that we're getting that. But man, how many times did I call Cuff Zion by accident? It's embarrassing to think about, but I can't do anything about it now. But anyway, I think that's all I really have to say. Like, I don't know where we're going with the whole Daleth and Keto thing. Like, I hope we let them in at some point. Because I think they could definitely use a hot bath. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, good stuff. Definitely very interesting direction the show is going into with the whole Magic Academy. I'm very curious to see how this overall plan's gonna work. Like, Sade is very dangerous. We even got into potential mind reading stuff talking about in this episode. Like, the show's done a good job of really building her up as being very, very dangerous, very formidable, very fear inspiring. Like, so I'm a little bit worried about how it's gonna go, but we probably have at least a few episodes before we have to worry about that. Like, the season's almost over. I don't think we're gonna do it. Like, I mean, it would be a good season finale to try something like that, but I don't think we have enough build up. I don't think we have enough time for that, really. Because I think next episode is the last one of the season. Yeah, so, and we just got out the academy, so I can't see us trying to execute the plan this season. So that might be, it's gotta be next season, but also it couldn't be the end of next season because that would be putting it off way too long. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, good stuff. So thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.